Good evening, my lovely vigilant owls. Happy full moon in Aries. I didn't want to do a full moon reading, but I really got pulled to. I think I'm going to be incorporating full moon energies as we focus more and more on how the inner child uses shadow work and kind of how to get out of it. The recent videos I've been doing have been involving where your inner child will be lining up with you, whether you resonate with the collective readings or your own personal element chart. I'm not going to be saying signs that much anymore. I'm only going to be saying the water placements, air placements, because you're more than your sun sign. And we have more than just our tropical chart. We have our Vedic chart. We have our draconic charts. So whatever placements would resonate or rule your chart the most, that's where you should be aiming to be working at. So with your shadow and inner child work. Sorry, my cat. Every time I start doing some magic stuff or spiritual stuff, here she come clawing. Familiar. So what you gonna do? What else? Quick announcements before we begin. I have my readings open, which are $25, but they're split into two categories. One is called Owl Sight, and that involves if you want to look up. I said look up. If you want to dive deep into where your shadow is, or it's also for inner child work or general. General could be either mundane issues or any just general spiritual work that you just want to quickly tap into, etc. And then the second level is called an owl checkup, where it's a mini reading, which is $10, and you can get kind of the mini version of the readings, but I do not recommend getting a shadow work reading in this form, because if you are the type of occultist, spiritualist, witch, whatever you practice, everyone has to do shadow work and inner child healing to even do anything. If you're the type of spiritualist person that needs a full-blown book rather than a chapter, I suggest not getting an owl checkup with shadow work. Okay? I had a couple, just not a lot of clients, but a couple that don't understand, like, one question equals $10. Not you pay me $10 and I work for you. That's not how this works, okay? Just letting y'all know. But my owls are smart. This is just for the newcomers that come from TikTok, because I get a couple baby witches that come and don't know anything. Just got to make a disclaimer. Okay. Anything else? Oh, also, if you need more clarification based on this reading, I will have $5 for a question. If that's only if you need a bit more clarification, that's more personally tailored towards you rather than just the collective. So if you resonate with it and you still have one question, just hit me in my DMs on either TikTok, Facebook Messenger, or just email me real quick and I can find you some way, etc. And you get your quick question through either text or... Should I do a video on it? No, just a quick message if you just have a question. All right. Shall we begin? Yes. All right, vigilant owls. Depending on what you do for the full moon, because everyone does stuff differently. Some people want to manifest. Some people want to journal. Some people want to do introspection on what they should do to shift their reality for the next cycle we're about to enter into. Full moons are, I count them as more of halfway through the cycle rather than at the beginning of a new moon. But, you could say a new cycle, just with more energy backed behind it. So, Vigilant Owls, the card that came out for you that should be your chakra focus, I did not write it down. This is for more my personal, that's why I personally write them down. That's for me to look back on in the future. So I can keep track with my owls. Whew, my bad. Sorry about that. That was a little hiccup on my part. So the card that came out for you, for the collective of owls for this full moon in Aries, is Quest. You're going to be presented with, I don't want to say an option, not choices either. You're going to have to pick your realities. What reality do you want to be in? Do you want to be in the one where there's a good chance you can step, if you've seen Squid Games, do you want to step on the glass and fall to your death, or are you going to choose the path that's going to be easier for you? You see how the inner child acts in the elder too, talking to the elder. Kind of, what's next on my quest? Where am I going? And you're kind of asking your higher self, higher ups, whatever you believe in, what's the next step? Or possibly you're just asking yourself. Maybe your inner child's coming to you saying, hey, big me, what's the next step? What are we doing? We got one achievement. Now what's the next achievement? Okay. In the angel numbers, there's 2. I didn't pull 2, but I decided to add the month into the day of the full moon, which came out to 30. Because on my moon app, the full moon is tomorrow on the 20th. Anyway, so 30. 30 is a message from your angels and the ascended masters that it is a time when you are able to reflect upon your successes and achievements. So don't feel like this card is meant to feel like you're starting over. You're not starting over. It's more of you're walking with your inner child, and your inner child's like, okay, where are we going next, type of thing. That's how it's feeling. It's not, oh, we're starting over a new cycle of Fool. No, we have the information, we have the knowledge that we learned from previous cycles. Your inner child just kind of stopping you like, okay, what's next? I got all this energy. I'm hype. We're working together now. What we're going to do? What's next? Because your inner child's been asleep for like a good minute. You used it really good a couple cycles back, and then it was time for it to take a nap, and now it's coming back again like, let's play. That type of thing. The number I pulled as the angel number for this particular read is 396. And anyone that follows me on any social media, I always use 369, the Nikola Tesla number. And I was like, oh snap, is it going to get, as I was shuffling, I'm like, is it going to be 369? I'm like, ah. But it's still pretty cool to me. I'm sorry, I was a little hyped when I was shuffling. Anyway. 396 asks you to trust and believe that you will always have plenty to care for yourself and loved ones. Know that you are able to confidently serve your life purpose. Angels and universal energies will assure that your material needs are always met in divine right time. Say that one more time. 396 asks you to trust and believe that you will always have plenty to care for yourself and your loved ones. Know that you are able to confidently serve your life purpose. Angels and universal energies will assure that your material needs are always met in divine right time. Nothing is outside of you. This is just a confirmation that your subconscious, the demiurge, the inner God within, your higher self is looking out for you. Okay? Again, whatever you choose your reality to be, that is what is looking out for you. So if you don't think angels are looking out for you, then think of your higher self looking out for you. Think of yourself having your back in another form. Okay? That's what that is. All right. I'm going to pull all the cards. Let's not lose that. So the spread's going to be situation, obstacle, and advice. Excuse me. Okay. Situation, obstacle, and advice. situation for the collective of my vigilant owls. So I could just... Okay. 3 of 3. Am I taking them or putting them in the back? Remember this. They want me to show this. Remember this. 5 of Cups. And we're going to pull a moon and an animal spirit. So you're getting 2 oracles. Feel special. Okay. We'll keep it. 2 fell out. We shall keep it. We will keep it. Okay, yeah, I was shuffling a little too hard. I was. Alright, any animal spirit, and can it be 1 card, please? I am not trying to read half a deck. Can I get a card? Would you look at that? Unicorn. I like that. All right. Situation, my vigilant owls. The situation you're in calls for action in your divine feminine side. Action as in order to change your mindset, your reality, however you want to interpret this picture right here of the choice, what do you choose to envision? You want to envision more challenges for yourself or an easy path? The divine feminine is the creator, the portal. The divine masculine is the spark. You can't have a spark if you don't know what to create, if you don't know what you want to bring through the portal. And everyone has divine masculine and feminine. I don't want to hear it. Your divine feminine has a bunch of ideas, and you need to use them. You have to tap into your creative side. You have to be really creative with, again, back to Squid Games. If you've never seen Squid Games, go watch it. Matter of fact, I don't know if all of my owls seen it, but if you got Netflix, watch Squid Games. I won't spoil it for you, but it's a very interesting way to look at how the inner child works in more drastic, quote-unquote, situations. Not that extreme and that thing, but it's kind of that same scenario. How you have to be creative with your talents, that especially with your inner child. And so the situation calls for creativity on the divine feminine part, the inner child part. The obstacle is you're too focused on the feeling, not the heart space. You're just really hyper focused on whatever this emotional goal is. It's like you're staring, like, it's like you brought something to bring you emotional fulfillment, and now you're staring at the thing you brought, and you're wondering, why isn't this making me happy? It's made everyone else happy. What's not clicking for me? Because it's not the actual material item that brings the emotional fulfillment. It's the growth that got you there. Like, yes, I finally did it. Okay, now it's what's next. You don't just sit with the achievements you have. Because if you just sit on a bunch of titles, What else are you going to do? You're going to remain stagnant? That's what you want? You want to get stagnant with where you're at? I don't think so. In the advice, Page of Swords in reverse. Stop cutting every spark of inspiration you have because it doesn't line up with what's currently happening with you. So for instance, if you ask the randomness, what's a good one? Hold on. You ask your higher self, oh, higher self, I want to move. I want to do X, Y, and Z. And then every time you get a random idea on how to proceed, because you can't foretell the future of how it's going to go. Like, for instance, say you got to take one step and you have to go up a flight of steps. That's a simpler explanation. So you got to go up a flight of steps, and the whole entire steps is dark as hell. And you can only see the next step you got to go up. So you go up one step, and you let fear stop you from continuing and going to the next step because you want to see all the steps. You want to see the entire staircase, how far you got to go. Don't worry about that. Don't worry how far you have to go. Just worry about making that first step. Because you keep questioning, if you keep analyzing, you're not going to move. You're going to stay stuck, and then you're going to be stuck in, what did I show you at the beginning? You're going to be stuck in this lack mentality where you're not, to where you're going to wonder why this isn't fulfilling you, why the cups you have already isn't fulfilling you. And these empty cups right here, even though it's crying over spilled milk and things of the past, it's, I can't see where I'm going from here, and these aren't bringing me happiness anymore, so now I'm stuck up here. I'm just stuck. Don't worry about how far the walk is. Just go outside. Okay? All right. Your lovely advice cards are a fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. Look at that. And y'all saw me shuffle. Full moon in Aries. This stagnant energy, this stuck energy, this ram right here is about to back up and throw you off the cliff so that you can they literally just showed me the fool, him standing on the cliff not going anywhere, and a goat literally just knocks him off. Like, you're gonna go whether you like it or not. But even when you go, where are you going? Are you going to trust your sight? Are you going to trust your visions? Are you going to trust your dreams? Or are you going to let you constantly worrying? Hold on. You constantly worrying about, is this going to bring me emotional fulfillment? Nope. Is this going to bring me emotional fulfillment? Nope. How about focusing on what does? Stop asking, is this thing I'm being shown gonna do it, and ask what does. Simple. What do you enjoy doing? Start there. Ask your inner child, what do we used to do when we were bored? What do we used to do when we were sad? What do we used to do when we had nothing and we just had our imaginations? Literally, I think I posted something on Facebook. I know it was a video. It was these kids in the hood. They didn't have a seesaw. You know how in the parks they have the jungle gym and the seesaw? They didn't have all that. You know what they had? They had a tree branch, and a fence. And guess what they did? They done built them a seesaw with that huge tree branch and was having fun. So stop cutting down all of your ideas and then wondering why you're not going anywhere. Because nothing's going to come from that situation. Nothing. When you don't use your imagination... this is how the moon is going to look to you tomorrow. Just another planet in the sky. And not like this. You know how many people you hear say it's just a full moon? What's so exciting about it? Well, if you don't see the excitement in it, I don't know what to tell you. Alrighty. And unicorn. Remember, embody the energy of the unicorn. It's magical as hell. That's it. Everyone know they're magical. Their third eye is amazing. Look at that. Their third eye is literally a wand. The magician. Manifest what you want. Manifest an easier path for you. If everything is going too hard, imagine things going easy. People, I understand, I always say it's easier said than done, but guess what? When you think it's easy, guess what? It starts getting easy. It's not like it's going to instantly happen. For instance, you having a bad day and you're thinking, this is a bad day. How can I cheer myself up? Then all of a sudden, someone offers you tickets to go to your favorite artist. Or you find out someone on YouTube that you really like watching posted a video that cheers you up. That's how you manifest an easier reality. Alrighty. Read quest. Alright. Quest. The Navy Trail. Navy combines the blue of communication with the darkness of the unknown, allowing us to discover the truth. There is bravery here and an ability to face the truth head on. When I am somewhere else, my life will have meaning. Miss Patriot, the oldest woman in the town of Blue, decides she is ready to set out across the deadly swamp and walk the Navy Trail that no one has tread before. The wise youngest points out that the swamp has vanished and the path she seeks is already before her. Mrs. Patriot sees that her life is not elsewhere, but it is in the here and now. As Mrs. Patriot travels home, the Navy Trail stretches out before her. Inspiration. You may be on a quest that is unnecessary. Allow yourself the space for self-discovery. Personal inquiry. It is time to take a risk. Where in my life do I need to walk my talk? Key ideas. Being open to wisdom, imagined dangers, commitment to your path. Keywords: courage, journey, answers, meditation. Write down 5 truths about yourself. Look at your list and close your eyes. Imagine the Navy Trail stretched out before you. You may see images or hear a song or feel the sun on the path. Allow all sensations. When you are ready, open your eyes. Did you come to any new awareness about your truths? Animal spirit. The unicorn. Reconnecting to higher wisdom or divinity. It's difficult to see, hear, or think of a unicorn without immediately questioning if it's real. Did they ever exist? Perhaps long, long ago. The mind answers maybe, or it could be, or no way. Huh. What does that sound like? What does that sound like? Is this going to bring me fulfillment? No. Could it? No. Stop doing that. This very contemplation explains our relationship with divinity and encapsulates our wavering belief in the unicorn. We wonder what divinity is. We wonder where our intuition comes from and if we can really trust it. We think about a higher power and our mind hesitates between yes, no, and maybe. Is it male or female? Does it have a name? Is it just a feeling? The unicorn card appears and wakes us up to curiosity about the higher self and the divine. It is a card of questioning, exploring, and contemplating the inexplicable. The mind's eye knows there is something behind our day-to-day lives, a deeper dimension to our experiences. The mind's eye reaches and reaches and reaches out to grasp something more. You are the unicorn, and you have begun your quest for the answers. Alrighty, my lovely vigilant owls, thank you so much for flying in with me. Please enjoy your new moon. And again, if you do have any extra questions or if you want any extra advice, you can hit me up on either TikTok, Messenger, or email. And that would be $5 for a quick extra advice and possible meditation if you would like it. Alrighty, that's all I got for you. Peace.